Alright, in this video I want to show you guys how I do my seed starting mix. I'm going to go over here and show you some of the things that I started from seed. The smaller plants, I got those from the nursery, those at the top. But some of these I started from seed, the smaller plants. Here, tomatoes, and I'm going to have a lot of tomatoes. And there's some lettuces I showed you the other day. All these came from seed. I planted, like I said before, I planted a bunch of seeds together, and I'm gonna have to separate those here shortly. And I'll do that and put them in these cups like this. But let me show you how I do my my soil mix, my potting soil mix, or for my seed starting mix, I should say. Okay, I know I'm gonna get some flack on this, but I don't care, because they say not to start it in your soil, regular soil, get some potting mix. That is true. That's okay. But what I've noticed in my worm bin, in my compost pile here, my soil deal here, is that these plants are coming up that looks like a potato from back when we cut some potatoes here, I guess weeks and weeks ago, I guess. And they're just now starting to get warm enough to start popping up. And so I said, well, if they pop up in there, and they say I only use potting soil, and I had some potting soil, and it took days and days for some of my seeds to germinate. But in any case, so I said, well, let me come up with something. So I decided to mix the regular, like, potting soil that you get at the store. Okay, so I decided to mix my potting soil with some of my organic soil here, worm castings here. But I take my soil over here and I strain it, and this is about a quarter of an inch mesh wire. But I don't strain my potting mix. It just comes out of the bag that has the peat in it and all that stuff in it, and vermiculite or perlite or whatever's in there. But I strain this and make it kind of fine, quarter inch mesh, and then I just mix those together and then start my seeds. Just put my soil in here like this. 4 packs, or if you want to use a little cup or whatever, however you want to use it, and then just shake it up a little bit. You know, it's got to be moist, and you know this, and that's how I do it. All right, I'm running out of space here, so I gotta regroup. Bye bye. All right, y'all. After a hard rain, it is time to check on my compost bin, my soil bin here. Let's check and see how everything's going, because I got some compost tea I want to show you guys. All right, y'all. Once again, here is my worm bin, my soil bin, and I'm going to show you guys today, after it's been raining all night and all day. It's slacking up for a minute here today. So I want to show you guys my compost tea here. This makes good, perfect fertilizer. So what I do here, I got this old boat here, and I got the plug out naturally. And so when it rains and the rain filters through the compost mix, I got a mixture of wood chips and sand and ashes, and I got, you know, food scraps that I put in there months ago, that I stopped putting there months ago, with eggshells and sawdust in there, and there's different amendments in there for my to make my soil, and worm castings also in there. Now here, like I said, here's my worm tea, and it makes perfect fertilizer. So as rain filters down and goes through and gets all those nutrients, and it lets out into the back end of it here. This is what I call, for my plants, I call it liquid liquid VIAGRA for my plants. Yep, liquid VIAGRA. Your cucumbers and zucchinis will love you for it. And it makes perfect fertilizer. Alright, this is my compost tea. Alright fam, getting ready to work on get me some new chickens. So I gotta do some repair work to my chicken pen here. I had some varmints come in last year and robbed me blind. So, but in the meantime, while I'm waiting to get chickens, I gotta come and clean out my chicken pen and do some repairs. As you can see, it's not in very good shape right now. But look what's happened over the spring. All this greenery, so that means that there's some, chicken's been in here, so you know what that means. It means nitrogen. Yes, nitrogen soil. So here is where I started with my little doohickey here. Y'all seen the other video, so I'm not going to prolong you with that. But I just wanted to show you guys when I get this grass and weeds out of here, and when I get to this good soil here, I'm going to put that over there in my compost and mix that in some more. So I'll have some chicken, old chicken manure. So, well, you can tell it's got some nitrogen in it because it's got all this greenery in it in the old chicken pen. But I'm going to mix that with my amendments so that I can have, better, and try to make my compost pile, compost bin and worm bin a lot better, healthier, and everything. Oh yeah.